Yeah, we're on. So folks, I just want you to watch this, because there's days when I come over here and this horse stands at this gate so I can catch it. Well, he already knows there's something up. And once again, every time I come here, I can read the tracks. And you never have to clean this corral because he's always breaking up all the manure. And now it's been 3 weeks, and this is the pivot point of him walking this wall. That's where he turns on his hind foot and comes down here, and then he turns on his hind foot and he comes down here. So when I don't see this anymore, then that means we're gaining. Now, you can see where he's standing right now, and I need to catch him. The interesting part for this horse is that he's both eyes dead on centered. He doesn't turn his left eye to you like most horses. Now, he's a 5-year-old. And he's standing still. And as I put the halter on, his head goes up. Okay, if his head went down without me pulling it down, that means that he's changed his mind. If his head goes up, which his head goes up every time, he hasn't changed his mind. Okay, I don't stop or go to group. I just simply keep catching him, and I'm going to catch him sometime, and his head's going to be right there. And when I do, he's going to go, you know what, I can do this. So you've watched enough videos with me. This project, we'll call it, is a long-term deal. And the moral of the story is, you don't train him, you outlast him. And that's what I do. Okay, I can turn him loose right now, send him away, and go take 10 minutes to catch him. He would lose his mind. Right now, Gabby's here. He's thinking, that's his rock. The owner, they have a real connection, all right? I don't, but I'm the one that's keeping her out of ICU, so that's where we're at. So today, he's going to get total immersion, as usual, and we're going to be behind the eye. Gabby needs to get good at roping. She's pitiful. And we're going to be roping the hind feet, meaning throwing the rope at the hind feet. Because the last time you saw us, I had a flag, and when I'd go down by the hock, he'd try to cow kick. Well, picture your 3-year-old child walking out there to pet him on the hock, see what would happen. So, there you go. Now once again, I give him just enough lead rope where he can move, but he can't get into trouble. This lead rope is going to take the bite, so if he has a problem and I get any kind of slack at all, I can undo this bowline knot. Now he already knows that something's up. And what happens is that we're gaining. Okay, Gabby, I'm going to show you how it's going to work. Now, one of the things that happens to us in this, where we live, this is the evening time here. And what we deal with this time of year is 100+ degree days. So like the colts I'm working down the ranch, down the road down here, somebody commented, and I'm addressing this stuff just because I'm trying to be polite. I've been going to group over my social skills. It ain't working, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Somebody commented about the horse's ribs were showing. Well, when you work a horse in 104 degrees and it's a 3-year-old colt, it's going to lose weight. Our cattle and horses at this time of year lose weight standing. Some cows die of disappointment. They get up in the morning, they feel the heat, they drop dead. Okay, moving right along. The way this works is I'm going to be behind the eye and I'm going to throw the rope. You notice where I'm standing. If I was standing here, I would teach the horse to pull back. So we stay behind the eye. So Gabby, you're going to get over there, start walking that way, and you're going to throw the tail of the rope, not the loop. Right there. Now all you got to do is take 4 or 5 coils and stay behind the withers and just throw the rope. Go ahead and just throw it. There you go. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is you're 15 feet from that horse, so you're pretty safe. Well, so am I. This is the smartest place to be when you're working with a horse like this. So when I do it, I'm not doing this, Gabby. I'm doing this. It makes a difference. When you put your foot forward, to him that's aggression. For you, you're going to relax and just take it and toss your rope at him. So go ahead. That's exactly the correct way. Now what Gabby's doing is learning how to coil correctly without throwing her left hand out, ripping the horse's head off, which is what she's doing, because you pretend the reins are there. My hand, ever since I was 10 years old, stays in the position of holding the reins, and when I coil, my hand stays forward, which is where I'll be roping from. So that's kind of what this video is about. And it's, you keep throwing. You got the right eye, I got the left eye. Now, that's exactly why we're throwing the rope. Now if you notice when I coil it, see how many times I got to go past the legs? That's why you don't throw the loop. Heaven forbid you actually catch something. Now, as you know, my job is to just babble. And one of the reasons I babble is because I'm not in his wash machine. He's having hell. I'm fine. This is the cool of the evening, and I'm just tossing my rope. So you're doing right, Gabby. That's correct now.
Gabby's coiling right.
Now go ahead and just toss it. There you go. Now try to make it land on the right side, because I've got the left eye and you've got the right eye.
So you can actually go over there by the path.
See where I'm going? I'm coming in from the left eye, but I'm going all the way over the horse. You're safe where you are. That's right. You moved over a little bit. Now watch the horse. I've already roped it with the lariat around the neck. So unless I get in front of the eye, that slack should stay in that lead rope. The wind is blowing. Now Gabby, after you get comfortable with that, watch what I do. Now I'm in the right hand and I'm going to coil left-handed.
That's mean.
And it'll happen in your career that you'll end up doing that sometime. So you can practice that and then turn it back around, peel off your coils, and this is the safest way for her to learn how to handle a rope and get ready, because she's no different than this horse. It's a long-term deal. We're going from square one. Okay, now you need to go more to your right, Gabby. Just because. Now watch his right ear. Keep going until he's looking at you in the right eye. Right there. See, he's looking back at you? That's where you're going to throw from. Because what he's doing is trying to use the fence to get away from you, or me. Now these nylon ropes, the way they're made, if you watch the curve of the rope, on the tail, the last thing it does is scratch across their side. And for a touchy horse, that's why I use the nylon instead of a cotton rope. Now she's going to keep throwing the tail, and I'm going to start throwing the loop. And so what's going to change is I'm actually swinging the rope. That's different now. See, I'm raising the bar. You just keep doing what you're doing, Gabby. Now, because of the weight of the Hondu and me roping all my life, I know how to throw that rope and not get in trouble. Keep going to your right, Gabby. Yeah, there you go. So you're going to aim at the right side of the horse. Now, just to share with you how a horse thinks, Gabby's going to throw this time, and then I'm going to show you something. There you go. All right, now, Gabby, change sides with me. You can go back to doing the right hand. So the lesson of today is pay attention as to which side he's more bothered by. We're switching eyes, and like I told you, that's Gabby's horse. That horse really likes her. He's not real big on me. Let's see the stance now. If we change sides again, he would move his side against this fence. All right. I'm sure there's a moral here somewhere, but the point is, understand that that's why you have to do left eye, right eye when you're working with horses. We're taking care of both eyes at the same time. So anyway, I want to share something with you because some of you probably know him in the cowboy world. Is our friend Rick Edwards passed away last week, and he's up at Joe City, Arizona, and he was one of the best cowboys I ever met and one of the nicest people. And him and his wife, Judy, it's like Deb and I, they're joined at the hip, and they cowboyed together, and she was a wagon. She cooked on a wagon, and they spent in a camp. They've done it all. And he, like me, he was he moved around a lot. But he was just such a good person. And now he's gone. He fell off a haystack, believe it or not. And he was running 5 ranches for an outfit over there on the northern rim. And really gonna miss him. So if anybody ever got to be fortunate enough to ride with him, you know who I'm talking about. So we were on a ranch with him in Nevada, and he used to say, he was a camp man, so he used to say, you can't make a square meal out of a round can. That's something we'll always remember him for. But he was a genuine, straight up cowboy, and so those of you that know him, he'll be missed dearly. They're going to have a funeral deal for him, I think July 15th in Joe City. So if you want to get a hold of us to find out the particulars, we can share it with you. So, throw more coils. And now I was right. He's putting his eye to me. Okay. Well, I can get behind his eye, but now he's trying to do whatever he thinks is the smartest place to be. And the thing he's not penciling in is that we can move. I can move right here. And what he's going to learn is that you're not going anywhere. There's nowhere to go, horse. So get over yourself. Oh, Deb don't have a mic. So we always have a drawing, and whoever wins gets to hold the mic. But the point is, Deb always brings up the good point. The fact is that he reacts. See that? That's got to go away. And tomorrow it'll be like a brand new day, just like we did with the flag. Well, I'm building up to rubbing a flag around along that leg that he cow kicked, and I'm sending my rope first. That's what we're doing. That's why it's a long-term deal. Yeah, see, once he understands, I guess what I'm trying to do is, he needs to understand. You need to make up your mind, horse. And I'm not going to spend a year brushing you with a soft brush to get you to be calm, because if something happens, you're going to react. That's why I go in deep and come in like I do, because I know what's going to happen down the road. Something like that is going to happen.
That was really good.
So anyway, thanks folks for hanging in there, and thanks for everything we accomplished. And just like my friend Rick, cherish every day. Cherish the people around you and what you're doing, because you never know. Thank you.